Hello everyone, welcome back to another process video. Today I am doing a plan with me, but it's a little different this month because I wanted to share with you also the layout that I made for my planner, my memory planner. And I'm showing you very quickly all the papers that are included in the May Gossamer Blue kit, the planner kit, I'm sorry. And I'm creating a layout because May is a very special month for me. May is the month that I celebrate my husband and I, our anniversary of when we first started dating, and it's just a little special. And then we also celebrate our wedding day anniversary at the beginning of the month. So I was feeling inspired to create a little something for my memory planner. And as you guys know, I have previously shared my memory planner where I like to include, it's kind of like my project life. I like to include my day-to-day special moments. So I figured that this would just be perfect to include in the memory planner. And I'm taking advantage of all the goodies that are included in the Gossamer Blue planner kit. And I'm going to be using some of the washies here as you see me tearing them up. And then I'm also going to be using a few other pieces. I know that this kit is intended for planning, so I can't exactly use all the pieces that are included, but I did take advantage as much as I could. I used the papers, and then I'm also including this floral piece that you see here that I've taken from the April kit. So I just took one of the flowers and fussy cut around it, and it's given me the perfect decoration for this layout. It took me a moment to cut it out, so I didn't want to share that with you guys. I know it kind of would have dragged on forever. So I have it all ready, and that's the only piece out of the kit. Actually, that's the only piece that is out of place from the May kit. So that's the only thing that I'm using from another kit. Everything else is from the May kit, and I'm just trying to figure out how I can use the pieces that I have and the items that I have from the kit to create this layout. I sort of just take advantage of all the washies that are in there, and then I just try my best to keep it all cohesive and matching. I have this wood veneer that says love, and I actually really wanted to use it, and I tried to stitch it on with my sewing machine, and it didn't work. My thread kept snapping. So I decided to not include it, and instead I'm going to add a little bit more flower detail, because I feel like the washi that I'm using down on the bottom of my photo isn't exactly matching with the flower. The flower's got a lot of, it's obviously got a turquoise base, so that was the color that I was needing. I had too much yellow and too much red going on. So I'm just fussy cutting here over on the side. You can't see what I'm doing, but I'm fussy cutting the, another little flower that I'm going to include to the bottom of my photo. I kind of like it there, but I didn't want anything sticking out of the paper, so I'm just adding it to the bottom here, and it gives me that perfect layered look that I was looking for. And now I'm just going to be adding a few little stickers from this sticker sheet that includes a bunch of little icons for your planner. There's also lots of hearts and stuff, so that's basically what I used. And I'm adding a few little details with the tiny stickers and the enamel shapes up at the top for that flower that kind of crawls up there. I really think that the flower is basically the main attention grabber for this layout, and I love it because it's beautiful, super gorgeous. I'm adding a cute little photo corner. You can't really see it there, but it's also from that sticker sheet. And now I'm trying to figure out how am I going to figure this out here for this side, because I feel like it's a little bit empty. It's missing a little bit. So I'm just going to stick it down, I think. Actually, I'm going to add a little bit of that black and white washi just because it's going to match way better with what I have at the top. And it's actually going to help me keep it all together. I love how I just used the washies for this. It was a really good challenge for me to, get out of my comfort zone and use my kits creatively, not necessarily what they're intended for, because I kind of tend to do that. And I'm really sorry about the hair here. I was just trying to get the flower in the right place. I know it happens to everyone, but it's always the ugly shot, you know, once your hair roots start crawling into the frame. So I forgot what I was saying, but like I said, I'm glad that I challenged myself to use my items not as they're usually intended, you know, as something a little different. So as you can see, I added a few more washi, which is that floral one. And now I'm going to come by. I also, well, actually, I also added some of these little labels. As you can see there, there's that green one and then there's a yellow one. And I added that arrow enamel piece. And I guess it's staying. I didn't know if it did or not. It looks kind of funky from here. And looks like I'm looking for a stamp. And what is it? You had me at hello. Perfect. Oh, kudos to me for showing you guys what that stamp said. So you had me at hello, and this stamp set is from the February Life Pages. So even though I'm mixing a few other things to my layout here, I guess I lied, right? I guess I'm not just using the May kit, but most of my embellishments are the way that I, you know, put a base to my photo is. But of course, I'm using all the goodies that I have been getting from Gossamer Blue. There I am. Gotta get that thing straight. So I'm using, you know, all these goodies and taking advantage of everything that I have. Because, you know, if you're not going to use them after the month, you know, what's the point? So I'm really trying to just use up everything and mix up everything. And I feel like that kind of just makes it perfect. And I forgot this detail here. I didn't realize that I actually added or created. Sorry. Let me slow down a little bit. So I didn't realize until now that I'm watching this that I used these stamp strips to create some little word phrase kind of stickers. They're not stickers. They're just on white cardstock, but you'll see how it actually helps bring my layout together, because these stamps are from February and they're Valentine themed and they've got all kinds of sweet loving words on it, so it goes perfect with the layout. There's one, that second one I stamped says hello sweetheart. Then there's this one that I'm cutting up and fixing, says you had me at hello. And I think I'm going to look for one more, because 3 is a number, you guys know that. And then I really like that heart one as well. And I've already pulled it out to the side, so I might be stamping that one too. So it's kind of been a minute since I recorded this, and I'm not exactly remembering every step of what I did here. It looks like I tried that arrow that says this, but I figured that just wouldn't really work with my layout. So now I've got this one that says happy day. And this photo of me and my husband is actually of one that we had for a family photo shoot when my son was about, I say like 6 months, 5 or 6 months old. And we had a little moment to ourselves to take some photos as well. And I just love this photo. I love how, you know, when you look back to these photos, they just are even better than when you first took them, or when you were first there taking them, or when you first saw them. It just gets better and better. So here's that love wood veneer, and I really, really wanted it there, and I tried to stitch it on, and it didn't work. All that happened was because my thread snapped, I just had a bunch of holes on it, and I'm trying to figure out a way that I could fix it, but it just didn't work out the way I wanted it to. And I still have this love wood veneer lying around, but now it's got a bunch of holes on it, so I don't know what to do with it. So like I said, I did like that you and me, because that heart that says you plus me. And I'm stamping it and I'm cutting it out. And now I'm going to wait and see where I put it, because I don't quite remember. But so it looks like I'm just going to put it right where that love is now that I think. You and me, small little detail right above that green tag. And I like how that goes. It's kind of a little muted by the flower, but I like it. You know, this is not like a a main layout. This is just something that I'm including in my memory planner to add a little extra special detail, you know, to our month, because May is our month. I love it. It's when I fell in love with him. It's when I walked down the aisle in my white dress with him. So it's special to me. And it looks like I'm adding the Hello Sweetheart up there with the you and me. So I'm putting two stamped little details together on the flower and then some over on the side. And I think that pretty much does it. I can't think of anything else I could have done. It looks like I still have some minutes left on here. Sorry guys. It's been a while. It's literally been a while. So if you guys haven't checked out the first part for this plan with me, I actually did do a full plan with me with my monthly layout. So here I am trying to work this sewing machine out. I'm gonna cut this piece out, cut this part out. But I've got it all finished. I added some stitching under the Hello Sweetheart, just a little back and forth zigzaggy stitching to add a little extra detail. And here I am slipping it into, well actually I'm using my little dashboard cover here to cut the right shape of my paper. I had a paper trimmer and I had two little hands who ended up stealing the blades on it. And they're literally gone. They've disappeared, but I do not know where they are. So I'm just using my handy dandy scissors, and then I'm just going to be hole punching, and I'll have it set and ready to go to slip into the May planner. And I really hope you guys enjoyed this process. I know this is a little different for a plan with me, but you know, I invite you guys to try something like this. This is, you know, this is the first time I've done it, to be honest. And I like it. I really like slipping a little something extra to my memory planner, as it's one of my favorite planners. And that's it guys. I didn't add any cards to the side even though I'm doing this here. I hope you guys enjoy the details, and I will see you in my next video. Have a lovely day. Bye bye.